without any further ado, let's welcome our competitors to the ring for this main event.
It is main event time here at Enter the Fight Round 6. Jason Heat alongside Peli Primo, but we are also joined now by this man, the official #1 contender, having defeated Bro Keller in Dominant Faction. Welcome to the booth, Moses.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Moses, I don't believe this is your style, but before we get into this match, we do have to ask, just to do our due diligence, did you attack Rhett Titus outside before this match?
No, I don't believe in attacking you from behind. I like people to see me coming. That way, when you go home at night, you can tell your wife, you can tell whoever it is that you go home to that Moses whooped my ass.
I believe it, and I think we can take Moses out of the running. Someone who very much could have been the attacker is this man, Caleb Konley, who said some very provocative things to Rhett Titus last week. Rhett has been a formidable foe of yours, Moses. If you had to choose between Caleb Konley and Rhett Titus to go up against, do you have a preference?
I think a man shouldn't move on to something new until he finishes this old. Since Rhett Titus beat me, I need to go back and get my win against him.
Peli Primo, Rhett Titus, longtime friend of yours, though you've often been very critical of some of his decision making. He has really grown as a performer and a person here at Fight Pro Wrestling, but is now wrestling with an injury.
Yeah.
Is this gutsy or is this stupid?
I mean, look, not the first time we've seen Rhett wrestle injured, right?
It's true. It was against you, Moses, that Rhett came in with a very...
You know what? I'm sorry. I'm going to question something here, though. What about Will Ferrara? I thought this guy was, here for the long haul now, and he's going for it.
Will Ferrara...
Yet, hold on.
Sure.
Hold on, sorry. But yet, here he is, picking right up where he left off. It's Rhett's chauffeur? What is this shit?
No, it's called having a friend, and we have legitimately over time really genuinely sort of like gone in great detail that is a foreign concept for you, but when your friend is attacked and you can be there to watch his back, sometimes you do that.
And you said earlier how Caleb Konley said some unfair things. Yeah, provocative things. Were they really provocative, or was he just trying to tell him the truth?
We're going to go now to OJ, our ring announcer.
The following contest is sponsored by O'Shea, Marcin Nuck, and Brian. It is your main event of the evening. With a 45-minute time limit, and it is for the Fight Pro Premier Hybrid Division Championship. In the corner to my right, the challenger, fighting out of Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 207 pounds. He is an Impact Wrestling sensation, the Obsession, Caleb Konley.
Everybody clap for me. Everybody clap right here. American male style, right here. Oh yeah, boo, huh? Okay.
He entertains me.
And introducing in the corner to my left, with Will Ferrara in his corner, fighting out of Long Island, New Jersey, and weighing in at 195 pounds. He is your reigning and defending Fight Pro Premier Hybrid Champion, the professional Rhett Titus!
Big fight feel, and you can see there, it's that left leg.
He's definitely favoring it already, yeah. I don't know, Moses, Jason, you feel it in the air here? You feel something a little special, a little something different tonight?
The possibility of a title change?
Yeah.
Moses,
I feel like somebody's ready to ask me.
Hey, Moses, can I be very respectful but say something to you?
Okay.
You are maybe the only person who could ever say the phrase, he entertains me, and make it sound terrible.
He's legal. He's got a license or whatever needs to be done. You guys have a license in Jersey?
No, I mean that as a compliment. And also, take Peli, not me, if you get upset.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, absolutely, sir.
You were involved in the development of Fight Pro.
That's correct,
Right?
yes. I've been a consultant as well as my work as a commentator.
And so, who developed the rules for Fight Pro? Because it has a very interesting style to the promotion. And I think a lot of people at home would just like to know what ignited that type of rule set for this promotion in particular.
I just want to acknowledge that Rhett Titus early on the defense and that Caleb Konley really already looking at that leg like a shark smelling blood. It was a collaborative effort, but primarily
Mitch Franklin wanted to make everyone miserable.
Prince Nana and Ernie Osiris had a vision for professional wrestling. I believe that Ernie Osiris, who was sort of acting as our managing director here, had a guiding hand.
Great job he's doing.
Rhett Titus, also a part of that process. And apparently, though I didn't know, it makes sense in retrospect, Logan Easton Moreau from behind the scenes sort of crafted a rule set that could benefit him at the expense of others.
Understood. That was a beautiful counter to the leg scissors. And now we're seeing a smart man go after what's hurt.
Moses, if you were injured and your opponent knew it, what would you do to defend? How do you go into a match? Obviously, in a perfect world, you'd like to hide that injury. You don't want to let them know, but there's a target on it. What can Rhett do, given that Caleb has that knowledge and only a 1 count right there?
If you know you're hurt and it's obvious to your opponent, your goal should be to win as quickly as you can. So maybe that's going for a knockout early. Do whatever you can to end the match as soon as possible. The longer he's in there, the more danger he's in.
You might want to point out now, too, the difficulty for Rhett's game plan to deliver a knockout early is because that drop kick relies on both of those knees being able to get full extension and force, so the knockout may be more difficult.
And targeting that leg right there, dragon screw, and absolutely right. The #1 most effective move in Rhett's arsenal was that drop kick. I believe something like 80% of the time was completely effective for KO. And the man who broke down that average is sitting right next to us. Only Moses and Killian McMurphy ever withstood a drop kick to the face by Rhett Titus.
I'll tell you what, that drop kick is something else. But I have something for that next time.
It might not be anytime soon, though. You have a guaranteed title shot against one of these men who is looking more and more like Caleb Konley is going to become the next champion. I have a question for you, Mr. Moses.
Yes, sir.
You went up against Rhett. You knew he had injured ribs, and you made no bones about going for it. Did you feel like there was anything maybe, I don't know, cheap about that? I don't have a better way of saying it other than should Caleb Konley feel any kind of guilt over the fact that he's going up against an injured man?
Absolutely not. If you took the time to come to the ring with that injury, then it's free game. If Rhett Titus wanted to baby that leg and be less of a man, he wouldn't have gotten in the ring. So for that, even though how much I want to beat his ass, I do commend him for that.
And now look, very clearly, Caleb Konley. Oh, Rhett!
Reversal.
Countering. But Caleb made sure to hook the injured leg. Why is that important, Pelly?
Well, it's going to be harder and harder for Rhett to use that leg to get some leverage. It's just, the more you isolate that leg, the more you create conditions where Rhett has to rely on that bad leg, that injured knee. And we don't know how injured it is. We don't know where the extent
doing
is.
something that he shouldn't be doing. He needs to keep the pressure applied.
Yes.
Rhett Titus is a well-traveled wrestler, and he knows the tricks of the trade. And just like right now, he gave him an opening.
You can never count Konley out, though. Konley, Falcon Arrow.
That Falcon Arrow, but you know, it wasn't a clean Falcon Arrow, and when Caleb came down, I actually think Caleb's elbow and forearm made contact with Rhett's bad knee.
Caleb, very similar to Rhett, another man who has maybe been overlooked unfairly. So strong in his fundamentals, very charismatic, but also just technically very effective.
Big enziguri there.
This is a bad position for Rhett Titus.
They don't call it the tree of woe for nothing.
And it's hard to watch. You have a history with Rhett Titus, and now that is a warning right there for Caleb Konley, and that's a violation. And and honestly maybe be destroying our lighting rig.
40 minutes remaining. 40 minutes remaining.
You have a strong history with Rhett Titus, Moses. I'm not as familiar with your history with Caleb Konley. What are you seeing from Caleb in this match as a competitor that might have to face him?
Well, his pros is he has an aggressive team, and he's doing exactly what I would do. And he's going after that hurt leg of Rhett Titus. He's relentless. He's picking and choosing his spots. Yeah, he just caught that warning, but I would do the same thing, man. That ring is there for a reason. Let's use all of it, not just some of it. The only things that I can say is slowing his game is that he's giving Rhett too many openings.
Small package by Titus
right
here,
here.
but he, hooking that leg on that small package is impossible. Forget about it.
Cobra Kai Dojo style right there.
Shades of Mortal Kombat.
And Rhett Titus
That's
in
not
agony.
going to keep him down. That's not going to keep Rhett down.
The poise of Caleb Konley.
Blue Thunder Bomb. That might keep him down too. No.
Something
No.
to behold, just the level of confidence that this man has. We are seeing a very in-danger champion.
Oh, good Grata, but Rhett had a knee up, but Caleb was ready for it. And he's going for a figure four now, isolating that knee.
Simple and effective.
But Rhett's blocking that foot from coming down, and there it goes.
Rhett's in a real bad position right now.
Really
If I was
struggling.
him,
Don't
he needs
worry,
to work to
Rhett.
try to turn himself over so he can put the pressure back
See,
on Konley.
look at this.
There it is.
Maybe little Willie on the apron there is helping him with the power of friendship, right, Jason?
Yes, actually, that's
Yeah,
something that
all
works.
right, yeah.
Moses, do you
Yeah.
have
Oh,
friends?
oh, look at that! It worked. It worked. Ah.
You don't have any friends? Well,
I have something in common with Moses.
you do. Moses, you're missing those. And Rhett Titus, maybe the closest thing Kelly Primo has to a friend. And Rhett trying desperately to reverse the polarity, and he does.
And Cale rolls him right over. Oh, they're going for a trip.
And now both men are on the outside, and it's a real question as to who may get a violation or a warning in this situation.
One way to break the hold, I guess.
Moses, you were mentioning the rule set earlier as a competitor. What was it like for you to adjust to Fight's rules in terms of your strategy for your matches?
Honestly speaking, I just do me. And then I just push the limits until I know I have to stop. However, the rule set is very unique in that you do have to change how you approach each and every match.
Both men in now, breaking the count. This will not end be a count out. Look at the face of Caleb Konley, a man on a mission.
You know, Jason, on the note of rules and rule sets, how about you chat us all up here as Rhett turns the momentum around on the champion's advantage?
You cannot win the title via disqualification or count out, which means that if Rhett wanted to take potentially what would say the coward's way out, he could just stay on the outside, but that is not Rhett Titus. He is the professional for a reason. I want to talk about Caleb Konley for a moment. You don't drive to New Jersey from North Carolina to lose, right, Moses? That is a long car ride home.
Oh, see, he went for the drop kick there, and he could not get extension.
You
at
have
all.
felt that drop kick, Moses. Can you tell us a little bit about what it's like to be on the receiving end?
Imagine being.
Oh, wait, sorry. So close.
Imagine going down the highway at 60 miles per hour and then something strikes you going 80 miles per hour.
I would rather not.
Caleb's in trouble here, actually. Rhett going into SDF here.
It is interesting to see Will Ferrara now. Will Ferrara has made it very clear that he intends to get 3 points, three victories as quickly as possible, cash in those points, and try and get a shot at the championship.
What, against Rhett?
Well, against whoever it is, it could be Moses. Moses, do you sweat Will Ferrara?
The same way I'm going to knock Rhett out next time I see him, the same way I'm going to knock Will Ferrara out next time I see him. Now, something I want to go back to was Rhett putting on the STF. He wasn't able to connect with the drop kick earlier, so that was a great game plan switch for him. It wasn't successful, but he might need to do more than that.
Big backhand by Caleb Konley.
He might need to wake himself up now after that spinning back fist.
It's been an incredible match full of gamesmanship. A human game of chess for
We've
sure.
seen this from Rhett before. He's going to skin the cat here.
The power, the upper body strength, the core strength of Rhett Titus. And this is maybe a mistake, Moses, isn't it?
Yeah.
Big mistake. Konley take advantage.
Oh, that's a leaping springboard enziguri there. It could be it. It could be it.
High
No.
impact offense. So close. Is the clock ticking on the reign of Titus? And you've been so laser focused on Rhett. If it is Caleb Konley that you're facing at some point in the near future, Moses, do you have to change your game plan at all?
No, just go in there and beat him up.
Were you born with this level of confidence, or is it something that I could get to one day? Because I really aspire to it.
Ball package attempt.
Well, when you face the level of trauma that I faced as a child and growing up, you just learn to realize that there's certain things you care about and other things you don't. And being afraid of another man is not one thing that I am.
Backslide right now. Rhett Titus in danger, and Caleb Konley maintains control.
Both guys trying to jockey for position here, but they don't want to break free of that underhook over each other's arms. Rhett's trying to push him up off of one leg. Oh.
Really trying to avoid putting any pressure on that knee at this point.
Fireman's carry, though, went right onto his knee. Oh, he's got him hooked. No, he doesn't.
We got to go back to this question. Wait, Rhett Titus trying to shoot the half. Who do you think it is that did attack Rhett, Moses? Is there someone in the locker room you don't trust? Is there someone we think may be willing to do this to Rhett Titus? Oh, one-legged drop kick!
One leg drop kick. Yeah, he only hit him with one leg, and he's.
Well, there was a bunch of new guys here tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody would win.
You don't think it was Cookout?
Possibly.
No, not Cookout.
Okay. Maybe it was his friend, Little Willie.
Oh, come on.
Oh, he got all that drop kick. He's out. He's out. Stop the fight. Stop the fight.
No, Caleb Konley is not out. He's still up. And now, that cradle.
3. He got him with one leg and all.
Rhett Titus was not able to use the drop kick.
Caleb Konley just came to and just realized now what happened.
Even though Rhett Titus didn't get the knockout, he was able to knock Konley loopy enough to get the pinfall. And Rhett Titus and Moses now are on a collision course. And I don't think Rhett's even noticed yet that the big man is staring daggers.
We're going to have a friend off here. We're going to see who's more of a friend
It's called
than the other
respect.
friend.
It's called respect.
Ernie, get in there and give him a hug.
And now,
Bring Mitch Franklin back in.
Rhett Titus has noticed, I think, for the first time, that Moses
Moses isn't going to go in there and give anyone a hug. He's not going to go shake someone's hand. He's not going to go clap for him.
and the line in the sand has been set. It will be at some point in the future Moses versus Rhett Titus.
Wait just a minute. See, I thought you knew what I thought. I thought that I could control this place, that I could fight for control, that I could control fight, but even with the privilege, even with that, I think I discovered the truth. I don't want to control this place. That's right. I want to show it for the embarrassment that it is. I want to make it, I want to burn it down And I went to the depths of hell, and I found the most chaotic force I could find. Enter the goons.
What?
Wait, what is happening?
I don't know. You tell me, Jason.
I don't know.
Maybe someone in Fight Pro is about to reap what they've been sowing, finally.
What does this mean? We saw Tim Spriggs bring... Wait a second, he just said the new owners of Fight!
Right. That's right.
Get some
As
clarification!
the great Owen Hart said, enough is enough, and it's time for a change.
Logan Easton LaRoe! Logan Easton LaRoe has given his control to the Goons!
I got a lot of love for you, baby. I rock.
Wait a second! Pelly Primo's wearing a Goons t-shirt! The Goons are taking over! What does this mean? Wait a second! Killian, what does this mean? What does this mean? The Goons are surrounding Rhett Titus. They're surrounding Will Ferrara. What is happening?
You reap what you sow, and when all you sow is chaos and a lack of order, then don't be surprised when the chaos becomes the order.
Team today, that all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV. We're wearing those good old-fashioned values of which we used to rely. Lucky there's a family guy. Lucky there's a man who positively can do all the things that make us laugh and cry. He's a family guy. The Goons have taken over Fight! Give me the mic! Give me the mic! I want you to listen to this. No, get off me! Did you like the song? Did you like the song? Wrestling is dead. Long live the Goons and long live the theater. Thank you and good night.
Logan Easton LaRoe has given control of Fight Pro Wrestling to the Goons. The era of wrestling is dead. Apparently, we're in a Goon musical. I'm Jason Heat. If I still have a job, I'll see you soon. He's Pelly Primo. Curtain call. And maybe
Goddamn right, I'm Pelly Primo.
Maybe Logan Easton LaRoe has done exactly what he set out to do. Burn the spirit of this company to the ground.